Boom. Oh, we got backstab. I didn't know we had backstab. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Fat Rogue Sarenixen, and we're playing some more Hellenica. I hope you're enjoying the series. If you are, show your support for the series by booming on that like button. And if this is your first time to the channel, you get the boom, the double boom, by booming on that subscribe button for more daily videos. Daily. That's right. That's right. All right, so we're faced with a choice here. We can go see what Pollux is going, or we can go after Sparta. So we can go her trail, or basically her trail. So I say we go this way. I want to be nosy. Excuse me, are you about to set off? I'm Brasidas from Spartan, and I'd like to travel with you as a bodyguard. What? Like a trade, I'll protect you in exchange for passage on your ship. I mean, you're just two girls, and the sea is full of pirates and other dangers. You want a bodyguard around, huh? No, we girls have been doing just fine on our own. But I'm useful in battle. I'm no mere warrior. I'm a Spartan. On my honor, I will fight to defend you if Ares himself is your foe. I mean, if you would take me along in your ship, please. If you're so proud of being a Spartan, why aren't you fighting in the Spartan Civil War? Are you a deserter? No, I would sooner lose my life than drop my shield and run like a coward. Hey, calm down. I was just curious why you aren't in Sparta. Ah, yes, well, the gods seemingly had other plans for me, and I'd rather not say anymore. Now, about joining me. Look, I really don't think what's on your... Oh, it's a brass eagle. The shield was a gift to commemorate my victory at... Your success hinges on a brass eagle. Brass eagle. Did Artemis really want me to be saddled with a Spartan oath? That's when I led a second charge, where we still not outnumbered, but fine, you can travel with us. What? You're letting him come, but we had a good thing going just as girls, like a pair of Amazon warrior women. We don't need a boy in our story. I think he'll be useful. At the very least, he'll catch an arrow or two before he dies. Huh. Oh well, at least I'll have someone other than Miss Grumpy Bear to talk to. Or not. Anyways, I think we should follow Pollux's boat. What? Why? Who knows where he's taking the food we just brought him? Maybe he's supplying an army of brigands, a bunch of captives, or even a herd of minotaurs. You're being paranoid. There's no way it's anything like that. Then where's he taking the food? To the city of the nice and upstanding citizens who keep secret food stashes because they worship onions? Look, it's probably just, yes, your onioness. Stop being childish. Just because I can't think of a reasonable explanation right now doesn't mean they're hiding brigands or minotaurs or worshiping onions. Well then why don't we just go see what the actual explanation is? That would be the best way to know for sure. No one asked you. There's no way for us to follow his boat through the fog surrounding the creek. The only people who know where that ship is going are the ones on it. Now there's an idea. Wait. What? Ophelia, where are you going? Come back here. In Sparta, no soldier would disregard an order like that. I'm sure your manly Spartan soldiers would gladly bang your heads against a wall for hours if someone told you to. But when you're dealing with a girl, especially a pig-headed one, like, calm down, Gianna, just wait here, and if I'm not back in 3 hours, you can leave without me. And I will. I can't abandon you just minutes after swearing an oath to protect you. Don't worry about me. I used to sneak into the temple and tinker with Thea when I was younger. I'll be fine. Alright, so now we got someone... Oh. But didn't Nephilim tell us to wait by the boat? Nephilim's not in charge, and even if she were, you need to learn to adapt your orders as the situation changes. In Sparta, that would be considered treason. By Artemis. If obedience is so important to Spartans, why not replace your army with steam engines? It's not the same. A machine can't be brave. I've never seen one quiver in fear. But... what's going on here? Wait. What is it? Foes ahead? Don't be absurd. There's something odd about these tracks. Looks like signs of struggle and a tracker, eh? Where did you take Nepheli? Who? Don't play dumb. You have her somewhere. You've got more pressing concerns than a lost friend. Not really. Is this all you got? Step aside. Bringing my shield has seen 100 battles, and it will see 100 more. Perhaps if I choose to keep it. Get them. Here we go. Defeat all of the pirates. Deal 500 total fall damage. Alright. I don't know how we're going to do 500 total fall damage. Let's see. Can you move somewhere? Ooh. You might make it up here. And then we'll defend. And then you move to here. And strike him. Boom. Let's go. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. What are you gonna do? I figured somebody would run. Shot him with an arrow. He shot him with an arrow. Boom. All this guy. And then you go here. And it's this guy. Let's see how that works. Oh, that's beautiful. Do I get another turn as bear? Oh yeah, let's go here. And let's maul this one. Boom. And then you go here. Yeah, let's do this one. Boom. Oh, you like bounced or something. I got robbed. Oh, I turned human. That sucks. I guess we'll heal. Move right here, I guess. Do a shield bash. Let's see how that does. Let's see how that shield bash works. I know you guys are interested as I am. I want to see how it works too. Alright, so we got him all healed up. Boom. Oh, his attack is down too. Oh, where'd you go? What the heck, man? Can you not go around him? Let's see. Let's go here. Defend. And then you go here and attack. Let's see how that does. Boom. Oh, we got backstab. I didn't know we had backstab. Right in the kidney was an achievement I got for that. And the old cheese. Oh, no. Alright, so you. This is the last guy. So, let's move you to here. Defend. And then you move here. And then maul this guy. I'm excited. Oh, he bounced again. Oh, we got it. Yay. So it's cumulative. I'll take that. Boom. Keep quiet. This must be Pollock's ship. Let's see if we can find any clues to Nephil's whereabouts without alerting any guards. You're really worried about her, aren't you? I said keep quiet. Here's the food we brought from Athens, but no Nephili. I've got a plan. Brasidas, get inside the barrel. Inside what for? It's our ticket on board the ship. Then we can search for Nepheli. But, wouldn't you rather fight our foes in glorious battle? No, now get in there. Oof. I hope this works. Hello, is someone there? Nepheli. Diana, but you said you would leave without me. I would have, but Brasidas kept going on and on about it being his Spartan duty to rescue you. What? No, you said... Ow, why'd you stomp on my foot? Anyways, you'll never guess where the vessel is going. I know that if we get out of here in time, it won't matter. Corinth, or perhaps somewhere in Persia? Brass, a little help with the story? Nope, guess again. Think more mythic. Ithaca, or Troy. By Zeus, am I the only one who doesn't want to stow away on a hostile vessel? We need to get Nepheli out of the cell before... Everyone secure yourselves. We're departing now. Should be back in Atlantis in a few hours. Atlantis? Aw, he ruined my surprise. But that's not possible. Zeus sank Atlantis as a punishment for stealing the knowledge of Demochenai. He did, but that doesn't mean everyone died. But how could they survive? They're not mermaids now, are they? No, silly. Apparently being the first ones to exploit Demochenai means they're way ahead of everyone else. And that's how they managed to live in a city beneath the waves. That's impossible. Well, you don't need to take my word for it. We'll be there in not too long. That is, unless they can turn into a sea otter and swim us to safety. I guess we're going to Atlantis. Lots of talking in this one. Beautiful artwork, though. I really enjoy the artwork. Why are there outsiders in our city? What? How did you get here? You know them? Yes, Queen of Mine. They were the ones who delivered the food to us in Crete. I don't know how they got here, though. By Hades, I forbade them from following me, but I guess these rascals thought I was just outlining their next adventure. And now they're going to have to face the consequences of their foolishness. Don't be so harsh. They risked their lives to see our city fed. And I once knew a little girl whose curiosity drove her to explore the ocean beyond the city's walls and rules. Her forbidden excursion ended up saving many lives and changed the course of Atlantis' history. I think you remember her too. Don't talk to me about being harsh. It's your rules that have trapped them down here, just like all the Corinthian refugees. Trapped? We help feed your people, and why would you imprison us here? Because she's afraid. The sins of Lycine drove Zeus to sink our city. And maybe we were saved by a last-minute plea by Athena. Or maybe a pretty nymph drew Zeus's gaze. But in any case, we can't risk drawing his attention to us again. Even if it means all who lay eyes on Atlantis can never return to the surface. Well, let's see. Is there anything... Oh. Everything feels wrong here. There's no sky, the buildings have strange forms, and that's a very odd statue of Hera. I don't think that's a statue of Hera. You're right. We erected that statue to honor our protector, Lysithea. But I thought she was just a legend that the Lunas told to warn about the supposed dangers of the Age of Steam. You probably thought the same thing about Atlantis, and yet you are here. Tell me more about the history of Atlantis. How did you survive the flood? What about Lysithea, and was she as crafty as legends say? This is one of the few times I wish I had spent more time listening to my tutors instead of exploring the ocean. Lysithea was beautiful and Lanian priestess who caught the ever-wandering eye of Zeus. I've definitely been there. I mean, not with Zeus, but all kinds of would-be suitors used to try to interrupt my work with them, and I got it. One time, this farm boy even... That's fascinating, Nepheli, but I think Queen Amala's story of the creation of the centuries-old city beneath the waves might be more worth your time than your farm boy. Oh, right, sorry. As the common myth goes, to win her favor, Zeus swore an unbreakable oath by the river Styx to give Lysithea any one thing she wished for. And she asked for knowledge of Thermonikai. However clever Lysithea may have been, it was foolish to think she could trick Zeus. As soon as the Father of Gods discovered her trickery, he drowned her and the whole city around her. That's where the service myths and our history start to diverge. At first it seemed that Zeus had underestimated Lithia. He thought that even though he had given her the seed of steam power, she would lack the tools and ingenuity to make it grow. It probably wasn't until she built her first steamship a few weeks later that he realized that mankind was now on a course of the age of steam. And that's when Zeus sent a flood. How did Atlantis survive? Not all of Olympus resented the achievements of Lithia. And as the waters rose, Athena herself appeared. The gods of wisdom and Lithia worked tirelessly to encase our city in a shell to shield us from the rising ocean, pulling our technology forward at a breakneck pace in the process. Wow, what happened to Lithia after the flood? It depends on who you believe. Some say she sacrificed herself to calm Zeus' wrath. Others claim Athena spirited her away after the dome was completed. And yet others say she quietly retired from the public eye, married an Atlantean, and started a family. To this day particularly, audacious Atlantean youths find it fashionable to claim lineage to her. Well, let's see. Pollux. You weren't so concerned with staying confined here when you were a child, Your Majesty. Things were different then, Pollux. I have a city to look after. I wasn't responsible for so many lives. Of course, you can't inconvenience the real Atlanteans. The Corinthians are part of Atlantis too. I'm looking out for us all. Looking out for all of us. You don't seriously think Zeus would go out of his way to spare your refugees while draining Atlantis, do you? You don't know if he even still cares about this city, Queen Amaya. I can't afford being wrong if he does. I'm sorry, Pollux, but that's a risk I cannot take. You must leave Atlantis sometimes. What about the crew we encountered at Crete? We had no choice. Atlantis was on the verge of starving. The Atlantis must have been down here for centuries. Why wasn't food a problem before? We barely grown enough food for ourselves before the Corinthians came. Excuse me. With thousands of new mouths to feed, we were overwhelmed. Is that why some Corinthians still live in tents? I'm sorry for that too, but you know I'm doing everything in my power to help. Except letting us return to the service. You should probably go distribute the food to the refugees now. I'm sure they'll be grateful. Yes, and thank you, Queen Amaya, for bending the rules for my people, if only this once. To feed our people, Pollux, we're all Atlanteans now. Of course. So now with Dr. Pollux again. It seems like things gotten intense between you and the Queen there. Oh, it's just everything in the city seems to move at a snail's pace. I don't mean to sound ungrateful. Most of us probably would have drowned or starved if Queen Amaya hadn't given us refuge. But it's taken us so long to get even the most meager dwellings in the city. Many of my people would rather return to the service and start over than wait for Atlantis to be finished making room for them. So you want to leave? No, I've got my own reasons to stay here, but I can't ignore the needs of my people. The Atlanteans are so big on the isolation thing. How did the Corinthians make it here in the first place? I had a friend from Atlantis once, a long time ago, before the tragedy of Corinth. When the storms of Poseidon's wrath began to flood Corinth, she convinced Atlantis to open its doors to the Corinthians fleeing their drowning city. But I thought Atlanteans were supposed to have any involvement with the surface world. That was the catch. The Corinthians who accepted their offer of sanctuary had to promise to live the rest of their days in Atlantis. Never again could they see the sun of the surface or feel the sea breeze blow through their hair. So, Your Majesty, what was your argument with Pollux about? I'm sorry, your first experience in Atlantis had to be that sour exchange. When I was a child, the city was much more tranquil. But when we took in refugees from Corinth, everything changed. Refugees from Corinth? I thought most of its citizens died and Poseidon sunk the city for its hubris. How did they find their way here? The people of Atlantis could not sit idle and watch another city fall beneath the sea, so we offered them refuge. But if the Atlanteans were so generous to the Corinthians, why did the Corinthians seem unhappy? As thousands of refugees strained Atlantis' resources to the breaking point and shortages began, both sides started pointing fingers at the other. We had thousands of refugees with no spare food or room. It started well, but hunger and poverty soon turned the refugees and native citizens against one another. How'd you become friends with Atlantean in the first place? I thought they weren't supposed to talk to anyone on the surface. Before the tragedy of Corinth, when I was just a boy, I used to explore the surrounding area. One day I found a girl swimming in a kind of contraption I had never seen before. At first she spooked and darted away. I found her again a few days later. She decided to accompany me, and we began exploring the shoreline together. Aw, that's sweet. Where is she now? Could she help sort things out with the queen? She went away a long time ago. I'd rather not speak with her anymore. Why do you make your Hellenica so beautiful? On the surface, machines like this would be a jumble of smokestacks, cooling tubes, and all other kinds of gizmos. Your machines look like they're sculpted or grown. And there must be so many difficulties involved in building these machines. The water pressure alone is daunting, to say nothing of how corrosive salt water is. Those difficulties are the reason our machines look as they do. Since any mechanical failure might condemn our people to a watery grave, our thermomechanists spent years refining their designs. This philosophy is echoed in the forms of our devices, with each infinitely arcing curve reflecting our willingness to spend decades pursuing perfection. The results are breathtaking. I don't know. The haphazard brass contraptions of the surface have their own charm. Although I'd still love to talk to one of your thermomechanics about these designs. I bet there's all sorts of tricks I can pick up. And finally, don't you think taking this sort of technology to the surface would attract attention? If anyone asks, I'll just say I came up with it myself. You're welcome to study whatever you like, but please understand you can't return to the surface. No, please, I am a Spartan, not a fish. I belong on solid ground. It would be unwise to take an Arctos prisoner. There'll be no more prisoners than anyone else in this city, but our existence here is fragile. As queen, I can't risk anyone returning to the surface and reminded Zeus to finish what he started. But please, I couldn't do it to the Corinthians who pine at the memories of the trees and sun. I couldn't do it for Pollux. I'm sorry. How cruel the guards are to trap us here until our deaths, under an uncaring sea, miles from Sparta. Calm down, Brass. It's not like you're drowning. And we won't be here long. These people can't cage an Arctos. Right, but I'm not so much worried about the Atlanteans and its crushing weight of the ocean beyond their walls. Maybe that can cage you? Grr. What am I saying? You'll just growl at the ocean until it changes its mind. I'm going to see if I can find a workshop and tinker with some Atlantean technology. We're trapped under miles of seas. For the first thing on your mind is to play with them and that guy. My father always said, if you're stuck on an island, build a raft or an escape pod. But don't fret about her, Artemis. Will show me a way out. Just give me some time to commune with her. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Goddess of Wiles, she who sues, grant me your servant and champion guidance to clank, clank, clank. Hear my plea, Artemis, goddess of the hunt and wetlands, help me. Brum, brum. By Zeus, Nephi, stop making so much noise. What are you building in there? An escape pod. Well, unless it could get us out of... Did you say an escape pod? Oh, come on, Deanna. You keep me around for more than just my looks. I've got a pretty good sense of how all this Atlantean tech works. It's just a matter of reshaping the pressure-absorbing plates to... If that's impossible, you won't be able to build an underwater boat. It's not a boat, Brass. It's just an escape pod. One trip to the surface, 90% chance of success. What about the other 10%? Don't worry about it. I'm at least 85% sure that won't happen. Nefeli, I don't think we should. Sounds good. How soon can you have it ready? A couple more minutes. Oh, could you see if you can learn anything about the surrounding ocean? Getting us to service is easy, but knowing where to go after that is tricky. Oh, more talking. Fellas, can you help us to get oriented? The view of these spheres looks the same to me in every direction. Don't worry, it took me a while to get oriented too. We're in the main agora now. The only thing shadow side of us is the dock. Shadow side? Oh, sorry, I mean east. Sometimes ships will pass overhead in the direction and cast shadows on the floor, hence the name. Really? Yeah, they're part of a trade route between Athens and somewhere in Ionia, I think. I'm not really sure, and we're not allowed to talk to them, obviously. Thank you. So if we head to the east, we might stumble upon the trade ships. Awesome. Learn anything? We've learned the location of nearby shipping route. Awesome, let's get going. And it looks like we're faced with a choice. Did we get any skills? We do have a skill. Let's see. Let's give her a new one. It looks like we got power shot. Which one does the most damage? Ooh, sky shot. Fire delay bolt at the target space. Any enemy in that space at the end of your turn. Next turn will be damaged. I don't really like that one. Fire a shrapnel bolt and can hit all enemies in the area. Cost 2. I like that one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Alright. So now we're faced with a choice. We can either go toward the trade route. We don't have time to chit-chat with these Atlanteans. They finally take us to services. Well, as you know, we'll make that decision next time. This has been the Fat Rogue Sarenixen. I want you to enjoy your day, enjoy your life, and keep on gaming, y'all. And may God bless you, because you know He loves you. Over and out.